Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. I have a 2024 F250 trimmer right here. It's gonna get semi-full PPF, which means we're not doing the roof. We're gonna do partial roof, and then the A-pillar. I think it's called A-pillar. So it is a big one. It's a big one. So tune in. I will guide you guys through. I'll guide you through doing the whole PPF on this thing, on a big boy. It's pretty dirty too. At the moment, I'm doing clay bar. I try to use the what do you call it, clay pad, this one, but it did not pick up a lot of trash, so I had to use the traditional clay from Kashemi RKB. This is the I think Mao or medium. Oh, Mao. So alright, so next I will switch you guys to the GoPro. Okay, alright, tune in. All right, I'm back. So at first I reclay about this, the grill with some ONR. It came out pretty good. There's still some mark on it, so I might have to use this again. So I use the clay pad, and I already did the that side of the car, which is the driver side. So I'm gonna do this half. Okay, for some reason there's a lot of trash on this thing, and the usually I would use the clay pad, and that one's pretty good. It would pick up a lot of stuff, a lot of contamination, but so bad on this thing. I have to use this. You know when it's bad, when you have to use this thing. You know it's bad. Why I'm doing this? We're doing, look at this. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's back on the car. So we're doing PPF on this thing, and if you don't do this step, you don't do clay, and when you run your hand on it, you feel something, you put PPF on, the PPF will show more. That's one of the downside thing about PPF is it will show much more imperfection on the vehicle. So for that reason, we always clay, and depends on how bad it is, we use clay pad or clay bar. Personally, I like to use this one. It is more work though. It's not as fast as the other one, but this one will pick up anything. For me, when I do a clay bar, I clay it, and then after that I use my hand to run over it one more time, just to feel is there anything left. So right here I feel it's like gravels right here, like sandpaper. Run my hand over it one more time. Hopefully you can see it, but see all the dots right here. See that how dirty it is? That's how it how the clay bar picks it up. I gotta adjust this bench. I don't want to fall over. If you are a beginner into this, when you use clay bar, be gentle. especially if you're not doing any PPF. If you only do a paint correction, use this thing, it can scratch the shit out of the car. So just be gentle with this thing. Do it lightly, just like this, like a motion lightly. Don't apply any pressure on it. You can, but not so much. Not so much pressure. This will be my second video on YouTube. I'm not saying I'm a pro, but at least I know what I'm talking about. Okay, so if anybody has any question, anything that you guys know that I don't know, please share. The whole idea for me to create the channel is just to share the knowledge, share the experiences that I have learned over the years. I mean, I have only done this, I've been doing this for what, 2021 till now, so 3 years. So it's not that long. It's not that long compared to a lot of people. But I'm constantly learning new things. I'm one of those that I don't care who you are. If you know something, I would love to learn from you. Doesn't matter how old you are, how much you know. I'm sure that there's stuff that I don't know that you guys do. So please. And another thing, I want to create this channel so we can all share the knowledge to each other and help each other out. That's the whole purpose of this channel. When I started learning this thing, nobody showed me how to do stuff. Nobody. Everything I learned was from self-taught. And this great thing comes in self-taught. Good thing about it is you just develop a way that would fit yourself better. Man, it's so dirty. Look at this. But on the downside of self-taught is it takes you a tremendous amount of time to learn everything by yourself, and you have to do a research constantly. You have to do research, you have to read stuff, and you fail a lot of time. You fail because nobody show you what's the right way to do it, right? So you just have to experience. Well, what is the word? And no. You have to try, man, I can't say the word. You just have to try new stuff all the time. You have to try it all the time. If it works out, great. But if it doesn't work out, you have to go back, then adjust your technique, adjust your information, adjust your products, so then it will work out for you. So the downside of it is you fuck up a lot. And if you fuck up on your own, car, vehicle, it's fine because it's your own. It's not big of the deal. It is big of the deal, but it's not like, somebody will hold you accountable because it's yours, so you can do whatever you want, right? But if you work for somebody else or you have a business and you mess something up, somebody will hold you accountable because it's your client's property. It's not yours, right? So I thought about this. I thought about, you know what? I learned everything by myself. Nobody taught me anything. So I would love to share it to people. So it would take you guys less time to learn stuff. And we all contributing to this world, or you can use it to share to somebody else, or you can use this knowledge, this information to help your family, make money, help your family, be a better person. And it'd be great if you share it to somebody else. It'd be great. I'm not asking you to share it to anybody, but that's up to you. I heard Steve Harvey say this one time. How do we know if you have knowledge if you don't share it? Right? How do we know? So, up to you. And it's such a weird. I'm not even in this business. It's such a weird thing that people don't share a lot of things anymore. Let me turn the music down a little bit more. People don't share a lot of stuff anymore. They hold in. They're afraid that somebody gonna steal knowledge from them, and then after that they will steal the clients. They steal everything. But in reality, I believe there's enough pie for everybody out there. It's enough for everybody. So now, before doing this in this business, I was in a business of doing cosmetology, doing nails. I was doing it for 8 years, I believe. 8 years. And I was good at it. I was really good at it. But then I got married. And then I thought about what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life, because with that job found me. I didn't find the job found me. Somehow I stumbled into that job and I became good at it. I made good money by doing it, good money, but I never loved the job. It was just a job, you know. Worked with great people. I had a great boss, great environment, great clients that they all loved me. I loved them. Some of them became my family. Some of them became really my good friends, which I'm still talking to. And married my wife. And I started thinking about the future. I started thinking about my own life. Do I really want to do this for the rest of my life? Because at the time, I don't see myself doing that by the time I'm 50, you know. And I have a wife now, which I want to have kids later on. So if I do have kids, what I want to teach them? What could I teach them? What could be the value that I can teach them? What could be the legacy I can leave to them? What would be? So during COVID time, I had nothing else to do. We all get locked up inside, right? Remember that? Couldn't do anything. And by October of 2020, I bought a new car. I bought a Jeep Wrangler, 2020 Jeep Wrangler, 4 doors, stick shift, and it's red too. Man, I love red. I love red. Red is my favorite color. So bought a new one. We didn't work. You weren't allowed to work. You weren't allowed to go outside. You weren't allowed to do a lot of stuff. I mean, at the time, by October, a lot of stuff were open already, but it was limited, right? So I got a new car. I didn't know what to do with it, and I was trying to baby the car. So I washed the car pretty much every weekend, and I think I did it. I washed the car for like, I don't know, 3 times. I think 3 times, and then I thought about, is that the right way to wash a car? I thought about it because at the time I was, I bought a couple buckets from Artisan, the washing soap from Artisan, and stuff like that, some brushes, stuff like that. But I was just curious. I'm like, you know what? Let me look it up. I go on YouTube. Let me look it up. They say if there's a right way to wash the car. Go on YouTube, and boy, it just opened my whole eye to a new world, which is called detailing. Yep, detailing. So I got sucked into it. I did so much research. I went deep down to that rabbit hole. What to do, 2 bucket methods, what soap to use, and I started washing the car properly way. And then I discovered a term called paint correction. I don't know what the fuck is paint correction. What the hell is that? I thought a car was just a car, wash it, dry it, good to go. I never knew about, the paint correction, make it shiny and all that stuff. Well, the car was new, so I didn't have to do none of that. But I dug deep into the information stuff. And opened a new world. So I bought stuff. I bought a polisher, a buffer, pads, polishing stuff, archive stuff. And then I discovered ceramic coating. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Ooh, this is a new thing now, huh? So there's another thing. I discovered that thing. So I started doing more research, and during that time I got good at it. Even though my car was new, but I was like, ooh, I could learn this. I could do this by myself because nobody taught me. I just YouTube and a lot of research, Reddit, a lot of research, and I just did my own. So oh man, yeah, bug spray right, bugs right here. Look at all the mark right there. So I have to polish it. So I started loving it, and like, wow, for my whole life I only knew how to do nails. I didn't know what else to do, and I got good at freaking paint correction and washing car and detailing and coating. So I started thinking about, you know what, why do I have to stay with the job that I don't like? Why don't I just do something else? So then it opened my own eyes to a new world, detailing. And then I started thinking about, you know what, maybe I should pursue this as my career. And I started loving it. I just love it. Detailing, everything about it, love it. So damn, God, I missed that. Fuck, almost fell my ass. That could be bad. Whew. Careful, people, careful. If you're bread winner, take care of yourself, take care of your body, don't get hurt, be safe. What was I saying? So then I started thinking about changing my job, changing my career, and I wasn't, I was doing it, but I wasn't really like all in. I knew that what I was gonna do, So I thought, so on one hand, I was still working at nail salon as a cosmetologist, right? And on the other hand, that especially on the weekend, I started doing a car for friends, family, washing car, detailing, and I didn't even care about they're gonna pay me money or not. I didn't care about it because I knew it was just for me to learn. So I just wanted to learn. I didn't want, if you knew, nobody's gonna give you a car to learn, especially if they have a nice car. They're not gonna do it. I'm sorry, they're not gonna do it. So don't get mad at people if they don't do it. They just say you have a really nice car. You're not gonna give it to a just a young kid, a young person just learning to do things. What if they mess up your car, right? So it was great that my friends, my family, they give me the car, and I did it. I didn't care about no money. I bought all the supplies that with my own money from working at Nails Tech. I save money, I work, buy stuff, and use it as my supply. So I think by April of 2021, I made a deal to myself. Said, okay, now I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna go all in. I'm not gonna do half-ass thing anymore. I wanna go all in. So I made it to myself. Whatever it is, I give myself a date. Then I give myself a date. Give myself a timeline when I'm gonna be done with the nail job to pursue this detailing world. I mean, I have a little history, so I can't do it right away because of a situation with my wife. We got married. Me and my wife, we got married at the end of 2020. We got married January 12, 2020. So the end of 2019. Sorry. We got married in Vietnam, and after the wedding, I came back to the U.S., applied for her paperwork, and wait for her to get here. And the whole freaking thing happened. COVID happens. So I got stuck over here. She got stuck in Vietnam. Nobody worked. The whole government building, everybody's left. Everybody stay home. Nobody worked. So, and at the time we didn't even know when she could get here. We got no clue. If it was in a normal time, she could have been here within, I would say, 3 months. But because COVID thing happened, and she got stuck there, and she didn't get to move to the US until the end of 2021. So 2 years we got separated. 2 years, and that kind of pushed me back on my plan and everything too. So I was just working at a nail salon and learning how to do detailing on the side. Try to learn as much as I can, because at the time I couldn't move anywhere. I couldn't. Was that the whole point was I wanted to wait for her to get here so we could make a decision together. Meaning I wanted to wait for her, so because I didn't know where I was gonna live. At the time I was just staying with my roommate. I had a roommate. He's one of my close friends too. And I didn't know I was gonna stay in the town that I was in, or I was gonna move to another state, or what happened was I still have family in that area. So I didn't know what was gonna happen. So I wanted to wait for her to get here. and she didn't get it until the end of January 1, so they kind of pushed me back. So anyway, by the end of January 1, she got here. So by the time she got here, I made an announcement to myself that in April of 2022, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit the nails business and pursue this dream job. That's this as a career. And I give my wife so much credit. I told her that, look, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea. I don't know what I'm doing. So would you bet everything in me? Would you bet in me and just follow me? And she said, yeah, I would. I'm like, okay. So I took out all the money I have saved up in those years of working on investment, everything. I took them all out, and we moved to Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, which I am currently living right now. Not really at in Atlanta, but we probably 45 minutes of northeast of Atlanta. So we moved here because of a couple reasons. So we moved here, and I started. She was able to get a job right away, but I couldn't get a job for, I think, 2 months. You know, got no experience, got no friends, no family, no nothing. So I just went around, applied for, I don't know how many, probably, I don't know, 30, 50 places, you know, like detailing shop, but no one said yes. A lot of them said they would call back or whatever, but they never responded to me. Until I got one job from this company. It was with them for probably 3 months, I think, 3 months. And originally I came in there to learn how to do paint, to do paint correction, detailing. But that shop, they have, I don't know how long have they had that business for, but they already did PPF, paint protection film, which I didn't even know what it was, and I was just so new into the whole cup business industry. And they just asked me, do you want to do this? Do you want to learn how to do this? And I said, okay. So I started doing paint, PPF, but not so much, just a little, not so much. And they didn't even teach me. So pretty much I learned everything by myself too. Things didn't go well with the company. They were moving to another location, and it didn't go well with the company. So I was just happy that they moved. So I took that as an excuse to move on too. So I went to another company, applied for a job, and I want to do PPF, and they were okay. And again, I didn't care for the money, because I knew I didn't do the job for the money. I did not start doing this for money. So I didn't care about how much money they're gonna pay me, as I have enough money to pay rent, bills, food. I'm good. So then I worked with the second company for about, I think, a year and a half, I think. And again, I learned everything by myself. Everything. Maybe they did they teach me anything? I don't think they taught me anything. Now everything I learned from myself. I fucked it up a lot. I fucked up a lot of stuff, which cost them a lot of money. But on the other hand, I made them a lot of money. So now I don't feel bad about, you know, those stuff, the decision or whatever, because you know it's our fans wear. So I told myself that I was there for a year. That's right. I was there for a year, and I told myself that I gave myself 1 year. Give myself 1 year to learn everything I can, to do everything I can. I'm gonna go on, and after that I will get on my own way, open my own business by the end of 2023. Yep, 2023. So during 2023, I did some research about like where to open a business, what to do, what to get. I wrote business plan for 3 years. I did up my business plan for 3 years. Tried to apply for some loan, which I could not get any loan from any bank, because to be able to get loan from bank, you have to have some revenue, or you have to have at least 2 years in business. Show them that you have done some good business, you have some, you know, money coming in, for them to be able to give you some loan, and I had none. So again, I fund myself, and with my family, I got some money from my family, and I opened my own shop, my whole shop. It was, man, God is good. I don't know what to say. God is good. God is good. Just ask for things, be consistent with it, work at it, and He gonna give it. He gonna give it to you, and He gonna give you more than what you ask for. Which what I have been doing. I've been very consistent about that. So I opened this business with little money I have, with some knowledge I collected over the years, and here we are. So my whole point was for us as Vietnamese people, if anybody pay attention or notice, most of Vietnamese people, or most of nail salons are Vietnamese people. If you really have to look at it, most of us, I would say 95% of us are Vietnamese doing nails, right? I don't know why. Dry clean will be Korean. It's just stereotype. A lot of people, they don't like me when I say this, but I'm just telling the truth. Or landscape will be Mexican, right? Or Russian will do mechanic. It's just what it is. Chinese will be restaurant and supermarket. Who else? Who else? Who else? I can't think of anybody else right now. So it's the same thing with this kind of business. I was in that business for so long, but then I learned everything by myself. Nobody taught me anything. And one thing about nail business is it's got so busy now, so many competition right now, that you can go to one corner with 4 or 5 nail salon together right there, and they would compete with each other. They would just too much. and I didn't like it. So when I opened this business, when I had this idea of doing this, I'm like, wow. I mean, I'm nobody. I learned everything by myself, and I was able to do it by myself. So I didn't have to go through that route of doing nails and follow all the footsteps of people. So then I thought to myself, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try to be successful in my own way. Create another path for doesn't have to be for Vietnamese people, but create another path for people to follow, which they don't have to do what everybody else doing. They can do just whatever they want, whatever they like to do, as long as they can put the time, the mind into it. So that's my whole purpose of doing this, and try to be successful so that I can lead people, I can show people how to do it. And I ask God that if I learn anything, I'm gonna share it. If I make anything, I'm gonna share it. And if I know how to do it, I'm gonna teach people how to do it. I might be good at what I'm doing. I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can to the way that I think is working. It is hard. It is not easy, people. It is not easy. Nothing easy. Just know that. Doesn't matter what it is. It's not easy. But at least if you like it, it will give you a little bit how should I say it gives you a little bit break. You don't have to drag yourself to work every day. You just do. Sometimes do I want to go to work? Get lazy. But then I thought about, you know what, I do like what I do, and I have a purpose. So here we are. And I don't get I don't get bored at my job. There's so much stuff to do, and it's kind of fun. I love doing this. So if you love something, try to follow it. Might not gonna be easy. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be easy. But at least you do whatever you need to do to pursue your love, and nobody has any say. Nobody can tell you that you're such a bitch. You earn my respect by doing what you love. Go outside the box and do what you love. You earn my respect. If you just want to work for a corporate job and stay there at 95, collect money. Ooh, someone calling. Somebody got a phone. Pick up the phone. Well, we've been talking about a lot about my history. I hope you guys don't mind. If you do mind, sorry. Sorry. I don't know what to do. Learn something about me, huh? So, if anybody has any neat story, I would love to listen to your story. One thing I learned over the years is everybody has a story to tell. Everybody, no matter who you are. Just don't be a victim. Don't be a victim. Okay? Don't be a victim. Alright guys, so any question, leave in the comment section. I will try my best to answer everybody. Anything from the technical stuff to products that we use here, and I only use good stuff, top of the line stuff. I believe, you know, if you spend the money for something cheap, eventually you have to spend more money to buy something that works. With stuff that costs more will last longer, better quality. So a lot of stuff I have here is a lot of money. I'll tell you that, a lot of money. A lot of product we use here from Kochami. KCX is a German company. They're expensive. They cost more, but if they, man, these stuff work really well, I tell you that. You can use something else, that's for damn sure. You can use something else. Doesn't have to be these. Whatever you want to use. If it works for you, great. I just choose to use this stuff. It works well for me. But it doesn't mean that I won't change. It doesn't mean that. If there's another company comes out with a better product, I would love to try them all out. Right? We live in America. Why not? It's freedom. It's a capitalist country, so we have the freedom to try, freedom to buy, freedom to sell, freedom to fail. Why not? If you guys doing paint correction, again, be careful with this, especially on black. Black will show everything, right? So you do this, you can scratch your car, and then after that you have to do paint correction. It's gonna be a lot of work for you. Sometimes you can leave really deep scratch it, and it's not come out. You have to do 2 or 3 steps part of paint correction. You see, I don't do this circle. If you do the circle, it creates the squirrel scratches. Best just do back and forth, or up and down, or sideways. That's the best way to do it. Man, this freaking thing is dirty. I'm glad I'm doing this. It'll take a little bit more time, but the result is gonna come out really nice when I'm done. And during the install, I won't have any trash. And I don't know how I'm gonna upload this video. Should I edit it? Should I trim it? Or should I just do a raw video like this? I don't know yet. But I hope everybody likes it. I'm using the GoPro GoPro 13. Is that 13 or 12? Whatever. The new one of this year. I think it's the 13. 13 black. Yeah, man, it's something else too with videography. I don't know what I'm doing. So I was looking at all the camera. Man, this camera could be really expensive, and I need something that can attach to my body. What do they call body cam? So because I want to have on my body, so I can show you the technique while I'm doing. And for my research, GoPro is number one right now. There's another company that competition of GoPro is DJI, and they're pretty good. But then I don't know. I decided to go with this, so that's why we're here. One problem I have with a GoPro is if you are in the videography world, how do you store your footage? How do you do it? At the moment, I have this thing. I have so much footage. I have the SSD external storage. It's 2T in here, but it has so much footage, and I don't know what to do with them. I did so much edited already on so many videos. So then for the raw video, I don't know what to do with them. Do I delete them, or how do people store their footage? So if anybody has any answer, or if you know anything, please let me know, because I don't know what to do. I think I didn't do that mirror. I need to do that mirror. Yep. I would think if you have all the raw material, raw footage, and after you edit them, you should delete them, right? I don't think anybody keep them. I think. I would think so. Why would you want to keep on that raw material for? It takes a lot of storage. And in the meantime, I mean, I have a really nice computer at home. I built that damn thing, and that damn thing is so nice that I don't would need it. But just because I think it's serving me well with this videography stuff. It helps a lot. And by the way, if anybody has any program, any software that you use to edit video, please let me know. I'm using Quik, QUIK from GoPro. It's okay. It's not the best, but you know, it's easy. It's pretty simple for a beginner like me. But then there's a lot of limitation I can use. On top of that, I'm using CapCut. It works well. It's good. Again, there's some limitation. Then I saw something that free, that easier to use, the Vinci. I think that was called the Vinci Resolve. It's a whole new world, man. I don't know what I'm doing there. It's such a time consuming. So much stuff. It's so much. Literally so much. And I'm still learning. So if anybody knows anything that easier to use to edit video, please let me know, because I have done so much research already, and I thought about having somebody to do editing for me, but at the moment I don't have the capital for it. I don't have the money for hiring somebody else, and they tend to be expensive. In the future, I would love to, definitely, but at the moment this all I can afford. So, and you know, I can learn how to do things. It's fun. It just takes a lot of time out of me. Video stuff, talking, make sure you got the right footage, then edit it, post it. Alright, so after clay bar, everything feels pretty good to me. I use panel wipe to go over and wipe everything off. So technically this will be my last final step prep for PPF. Semi-final. There are a couple more things I wouldn't say trick, but a couple more tips I use to make the install easier. But first we need to take off this ONR, which is what I'm doing. I need more light in the shop. There's not enough light. Thank God I got these two badass lights from Sanskrit. These great, but still not enough. See a light? Smear shrieks. So I will be doing this by myself with no help. That means I will show you how to do it from step by step. I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope. If you don't, let me know. And anything that confusing to you, let me know. And sometimes I know that my English is not that. It's my second language, so maybe sometimes I say something that doesn't make sense. Please let me know. Man, there's the word that I'm still trying to remember. What is the word that when you try a new thing, when you try and learn new thing? What's that word? Experiment. Man, it's bugging the hell out of me. Where's my phone? I know how to write that, but I don't know how to say it. Experiment, right? Experiment, is that how? Experiment. Here it is. Experiment. There you go. God damn it. Experiment. And the other one is experience. Godly English. I learned English by self-taught too. Can you believe it? So I was 19, 20 when I moved to the US. I came to the US as a for school, right? And even in Vietnam, they teach you English. They do, but it's pretty much like, hello, goodbye, how are you, I'm fine, thank you, and you, stuff like that. It's nothing like a real conversation, nothing that like this, nothing like this. So they only teach you the basic stuff and the grammar. I bet you any money that any Vietnamese student would be better at grammar than you are. I bet you any money. They're very good at grammar, but they can speak. They cannot speak. So I came here when I was 19, 20, probably early 20. So I did take a couple of classes, ESL, English Second Language. But I hate school, man. I am not a school person. I am not. I am not a school person at all. Again, I don't think I learned a lot from that freaking ESL classes. So then I applied for a job as a nail technician, cosmetologist, and at the time, my boss, she really nice girl, and she started talking. She used to talk to her client what she doing now, and I'm over here, probably two tables down from her. She's just talking. I'm over here, I'm listening to their conversation. So then I listen to them, try to mimic their conversation, try to remember what they talk about. And then we have the TV in the back, right in the back of my head. That TV is on 24/7. So there's a combination of two: listen to TV, listen to what they say, how their conversation goes, and then copy that. And I started talking to my client, and just from that, I kept talking. In the beginning, it was much harder for people to understand what I was saying because of my accent, and my accent, and I didn't know what I was talking about. Sometimes I don't remember what I was saying, or I don't remember what my boss was talking about. So I tried to mimic it, but I forgot. So then I don't know how to explain it. So a lot of times people didn't understand, but I kept talking, and then eventually it just becomes a normal thing that people would understand what I'm saying, and I would understand what they're saying. And it becomes a habit. It just becomes a habit. Did school help? For grammar, I was really good at grammar. Like present tense, and present continuous tense, past tense, stuff like that. So I had a little base that I knew that if I put subject, verb, object together, it will create a sentence. I knew that, right? So those kind of little stuff, it helps. Before, if I wanted to speak English, I would have thought about it in Vietnamese, right? It would come in Vietnamese in my head, and then from there I will have to translate that to English, and then after that it will come out my mouth. So it will take a little bit more time for me to speak to somebody because I have to do steps by steps. But now I don't have to think about it anymore. Like I don't have to translate that anymore, so it could just come to my head and then comes out my mouth. There's one thing I still have to do is number. Number is weird. Let's just say if you give me a series of number, I still have to think about that in Vietnamese first, and then speak it to English. It's much better now. It's much better, but I'm still have to do it for some reason. I think because I don't use number a lot. Like when somebody give me a phone number, man, that take me a while. Well, it'd be interesting when we have kids. It'd be interesting. I don't know how to help them with math. Oh wow, we figure it out. You know, we always do. We always do. We're always gonna find a way to do it. So don't be disencouraged about anything else, okay? You don't know anything? Well, we have Google now, we have YouTube now. We figure it out. It'll be okay. And don't be afraid to fail. Because you will. So if it's gonna happen, well, then it will happen. No matter what. Man, I hope the PPF will cover this mark. I'm not sure I polish it or not. Maybe I should polish at least on the grill. Alright, everybody. So at the moment, it's just gonna be me going around and wipe off everything. Alright, so I'm gonna turn this camera off, give it a break, and I'll come back to you later, okay? If I have anything else new, I will put that together with this video, okay? Alright, everybody, bye everybody, see you soon.